Hello there, my name is Philip and today I'm going to be giving you the hot tip on how to make your characters cuter or more buff. Here's a hint, it's all in your head. Not that I'm saying you're crazy, no, it's literally all in the head. Check out these characters. You've got your Chibi, your Anime, your Funko Pop, your Baby Yoda. They're so cute! Now check out these guys. You've got your Hulk, your Black Adam, your Captimus Prime. Who's Captimus Prime, you may ask? Well, check this video out to find out more. They're huge! So what's the defining factor? It's the size of their head. Specifically, the size of their head in comparison to the rest of their body. So what it basically comes down to a bigger head, cuter character, smaller head, buff character. Unless you're talking about this abomination, but we're not going to be talking about him. Ugh. Speaking of abominations, let me show you something. Let's take this handsome guy here. Where do we get our fabulous models? Here I am in my normal shape. Normal head, normal body. Let's try shrinking down the body a bit and expanding the size of the head, giving me a big head. Now compared to the original, it's arguably cuter. I wouldn't say it's very cute, but it's, you get what I'm going with here. Now vice versa, let's take my body again, but this time make the body bigger and shrink down the head. See how the chest looks enormous now? Maybe I should stop going to the gym and just shrink my head. Now anime is actually very sneaky with its proportions, especially with girls. They'll often make the head just a little bit larger, just widening it a little bit, just to make the characters look that little bit more cuter. It's that prevalent, in fact, that the mannequins that you can buy to help you drawing your anime figures, like I have here, the head is actually slightly larger proportionately to the rest of the body. So that's how much anime does it. But by the same token, comics even cheat a little bit as well. What they do, they actually cheat by making the proportions of the characters slightly exaggerated. Because your average person is about 7.5 heads tall, where a comic character can actually be 8 to 9 heads tall. It's subtle, but it does make the characters look larger and more powerful. And I'm not making it up, it's actually here in Stan Lee and John Buscema's book, How to Draw Comics the Marvel Way. And if you have a look, we've got our characters here, and he's about 8.5 heads tall. So it's a trick done by anime and comics all over just to make the characters just look a little bit more cuter or more buff, depending on the character. So let's put it into practice, shall we? So what I've done here, I've got your average man. So let's draw a character over here, and instead let's make her about 3 heads high. I'll have a head about this big, which means body about this big. So 2 for the body and 1 for the head. So I'll start off with my head. Draw a nice big circle. So bigger head means bigger proportions, bigger eyes, bigger mouth, everything. So I'll have the face over here. There's my guideline for the center of the face. So let's put in a nice big circle for the eye and a nice big circle over here. Little sideways V for the nose and a mouth. Little ear over here. I'm going to bring now just put a little bit more detail in the actual face itself. Nice big cheek coming out and around, and let's just give her some little bangs and a nice ponytail at the back. Going to go very quickly with this one. It's going to be quite brief. And the idea is to show you the size difference. I actually did a video on how to draw a chibi actually, which you can check out here, where I go into a lot more details on how to do this. And I'm just going to do some Pac-Man eyes. Okay, so now the body in proportion is actually going to be a lot more compact, whereas our body here, as you can see, it's proportioned quite well. Now we've got this space, which is going to be just 2 heads high. Now your halfway point, like it is with your body here, is about in the groin. So the halfway point for the body and the groin is going to be about here. So let's put in just a simple shape for our body. So think of it as a cartoon girl. And her feet are going to come down here. So I'm just going to draw some basic proportions, basic shapes for the body. I'll give her a little bit of a dress. But she's going to be a cute character. So there's our basic cute little girl. Now as you can see, compared to this guy, her head is way bigger and the body is so much smaller. So that gives us that lovely, cute little look to it. Now vice versa, let's start drawing our character much more buff. So let's exaggerate the proportions a little bit and make it 9 heads high. So we're thinking more along the lines of the Hulk. Really big body, really small head. So 1. So the height's going to be significantly taller than our main guy over here, but the head's going to be a lot more smaller. So let's put in our head over here. So our halfway point's going to be around here. Now with the exaggerated muscly body, you can actually make the body a lot bigger than it usually is. So here we go, we've got our long wide body with big shoulders. So essentially your character is going to have the same body parts, but the proportions are exaggerated. So our chest is going to be huge. That's what you want, with of course the head being a lot smaller. So large chest, large arms. Technically it's going to be 9.5 heads tall. If you want to learn how to draw legs, we've got a really popular video here on how to draw legs. So you're exaggerating your muscles, everything's going to be a lot wider. Whereas with our character over here, our cute character, everything was a lot more narrow, except for the head, which was quite wide. Again too, I did a video where I go into detail in drawing the arms, which you can find here. Now with the muscly characters, you want to make sure you exaggerate the back a bit too. Hugely muscly character. You have a six-pack over here. And he has a really small head. Strong neck muscles, and the head is quite small. Which means, of course, the details of the face are going to be quite small as well. So there you go, as you can see, but just changing the proportion of the head compared to the rest of the body can drastically change the way your character looks, whether it be nice and cute here or big and buff over here. So there you have it, big or small, cute or buff, it's all in the head. So if you want to hone in on your cuteness factor with your drawings, check out this video right here where I go into detail on how to draw a chibi, or vice versa, if you want to draw your characters nice and buff, check out this video right here where I show you how to draw an orc who are predominantly known for their huge muscles and smaller heads. Check it out right now.